Hello YouTube, I want to make a quick video just pointing out the differences between a prototype game and a regular retail release. I haven't seen any prototype games on YouTube. Maybe there's some out there that I just haven't come across yet. But I was thinking for a new collector, what are some quick ways to be able to tell if the game they're looking at in the store at the flea is a actual prototype. Now, there have been copies and fakes made of prototypes, so if you're at a store, something that you can come back to, if you can get a quick photo of it, or if you're dealing with another person, you can get pictures. I would highly suggest not spending any large amount of money on it. If you can get photos, take it to digitpress.com or nintendoage.com, post it, let some of the guys that are really experts in the prototype area take a look at your photos and give you some suggestions, making sure it's a real copy before you spend any serious money on one. If you come across one for, that you think's one for like $5-10 and it meets some of the criteria, it's up to you to consider, is it a $10 gamble? That's what mine was, and it turned out to be a good one. But again, there have been people that have made fakes out there to scam people, so just be careful. The one on the right is the retail release. It was released in 1991. It's a 2 megabit game. You can tell, the first thing just looking at retail compared to a prototype, generally speaking, the retails have these nice, color labels, where a lot of the prototype games, review games, generally have a black and white label. Often they have one that are like text that are just like a little sticker on there that says the name of the game. This one in particular here has almost like a photocopy of a final artwork for the game, just kind of miniaturized, printed on the label. This is one of two that I've seen. I saw another one with this exact same label but rotated upside down. I don't know who owns it, but so I know there's two of this kind for mine. One of the first things you'll notice is the weight of a demo proto game is generally tends to be a little heavier. The chips inside, they're generally bigger boards and the chips are heavier. So, if you find one that's like, man, this is a lot heavier than the one that you're holding over here, that's one of the first indications. Again, it's not always the case. There are some prototypes that have smaller boards, but that's just one surefire way to be leaning in the right way of having a prototype. If you can get it to where the person you're purchasing the game from allows you to open up the cartridge, if you're dealing with another collector in particular, not just in a store, it's pretty obvious in this case which one is that it's a prototype game. This is the regular retail release. It's a smaller board. You can just see just in sheer size that, most of the games that are on the NES have a smaller board like this. I mean, they're different configurations. Some are slightly taller. Gemfire, I know for a fact, has a bigger board. But for the most part, whole and whole, they're fairly half the size of the cartridge, just a general rule. This prototype in particular has a full size, which actually kind of makes it hard to close. I'll pick it up, show it to you a little closer. Look at the camera. You can see the EEPROM chip here, and this is the surefire way for it to be a prototype game. This window here, what they do is they flash the game on through that window. I actually need to have it covered onto that chip, and it allows them to test the game. If they find their copy of their game isn't up to par, it's not finished, and they need to add more stuff, they then take it, reflash that chip with a new game, and then stick it in the system to try it out again. This board also is kind of a universal board, you can tell, because it has battery backup and spaces for other chips for other games. So what they probably did was they bought these boards and customized these boards to fit their needs for each game. Also, you can tell this is an authentic one because it is actually a printed. I don't know if that'll show up. It might be a little too small for my camera. I'm sorry if it is. But it actually reads 1987 Nintendo NES S.C.A.T. Prom-01. So So right there, you know this is a printed board issued by Nintendo, copyrighted. These are just a couple of the ways you can tell if you're looking at a prototype game. Again, there's tons of different prototypes out there, and I don't speak for all of them. I'm sure you can find some that look almost identical. I've heard of some that almost come in retail cases with actual labels. They open it up and it has an EEPROM in it with wires soldered around, crisscrossing on the board to show that it's a prototype. But you know, this is just a general, you know, fast and easy way to kind of give it if you're, you know, like I said, a garage sale or a flea market and you find something that seems suspicious, if you can get them to open it, or if you're dealing with another collector, you know, get them to take a picture of the inside. If it looks kind of shady to you, again, post it on one of the forums that deal with Nintendo collecting. Plenty of great, nice guys that will be able to help you, walk you through it, and tell you if it's a legitimate card or not. And you don't even know, you might find someone that will offer big bucks for it if it's a game they're looking for. But I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope to put up more videos, but hope this was informative. And I'll see you guys next time.